It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talk Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on the tuber screen. I like to get on here and give my unique perspective, because after 46 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a new perspective about this movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I like to tell you about it, because just maybe you care. In accord to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to India. Got some players over in India this past week. Gracias, gratitude, Dodoraba, in India. Oh, India. I see you guys are making some moves. You're making some moves on the world stage. You're coming up. Good for you, bravo. A lot of soft power floating around out there. I've actually seen a little bit of it. So bravo to you for coming up. Very awesome. So Yana come up, very cool, awesome. And just FYI, back then went to school to be a radio DJ, but I never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't believe in myself. If I would have had some self-belief, maybe that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But I didn't. And it allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate might be true, might not be true, but I said it on the internet. So it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, streets, roads, trees, dirt, sun, moon, stars, Lucky Charms. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, I could ramble here all day, but I won't. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I rap, and on January 30th, 2023, I rapped again. I dropped my latest album called The Soft Power of Minecraft. Yes, me doing my unique rap style over like instrumental spacey beats. I guarantee you, if you listen to this album, you've never heard anything like it in your life. Guarantee it. It's a very unique soundscape. You've never heard it. You're gonna hear it like, whoa, bro, I never heard it like this. This is absolutely mind-bending crazy in a beautiful way. So if you want to hear my unique, interesting rap style, check the link below to The Soft Power of Minecraft. And you can hear me go, yeah, it's on the rhyme style. Get a little wild, was an exile, and now I'm a wild child. Yeah, it sounds something like that over beats. So anyways, check it out, put the link below. Now, let's get over the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. Woo! And you know what? I only got 4 hours of sleep last night. Well, actually 4 hours and 10 minutes. But like 4 hours, bro. 4 hours and 10 minutes. That's all I got. And I had to go do a bunch of stuff today. I had to go out in the world and do stuff with 4 hours of sleep. And you best believe the monkey mind started a rat-tat-tat in my brain, bro. He was coming in my brain because when I'm tired, the monkey mind likes to attack. He's like, I know you're tired, bro. I'm coming at you hard. But you know what, though? The monkey mind wasn't even that hard today. I could hear him chattering. I hear the chatter in the back of the mind, but no big deal. I just power through, walk through. You know why? Because I'm a champion, bro. The captain moves like a champion. Ain't no monkey mind gonna slow me down. Hear me talking? I'm full of energy right now. That monkey mind came at me earlier, and I still got all types of energy. And I had no caffeine, bro. None. I just shaved my hair off, drank some tea, and boom, we back in the game. Monkey mind can't mess with me because I fed him a banana. Peace out, monkey mind. Go eat your banana and get out of here. We don't play with you. We don't mess with you. Peace out, monkey mind. So anyways, the monkey mind's out of here, and I'm here at the podcast. And this week, what I want to talk about is, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a story real quick before I tell you what I'm going to talk about. I am from the Midwest of the United States of America. Michigan, to be exact. I'm from Michigan. Now, if you're from somewhere outside the United States, if you look at the map, of the United States of America, Michigan is the state at the top of the map that looks like a mitten or a glove. You ever seen that state before? Maybe you're from overseas, you look at the United States map, you're like, what is that state up there that looks like a glove mitten? That's where I'm at, bro. I live there. I'm in that space right now. I'm in that mitten glove right now. That's where I'm at. It's one of the most unique looking states in the United States of America. And let me tell you something else too. It's the best state in the United States of America. Don't let nobody tell you different. I live here. It's the greatest state in the United States of America. That is facts. So anyways, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Michigan, baby. That's where I'm from. And when you come from Michigan and grow up in the Midwest, you kind of grow up a certain way. You kind of consume certain things, eat certain things, and watch certain things. It's kind of what you do. You kind of just follow the traditions of the culture in the area. And when I was coming up, I watched a lot of different things on the tube. But you know what I didn't watch on the tube? I did not watch any kind of media from overseas. Very little, very limited amounts. And that's real. It's not nothing against anyone overseas, no disrespect. But when you come up where I came up from, you just didn't do that. It's kind of what we didn't do. And it wasn't because we were mean or nasty or disrespectful. It's just not how we roll, bro. I was raised by my family, friends, jobs, culture, all that. And we just didn't do that, bro. Not when I was young. Now as I got a little bit older, started finding DVDs in stores like Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. Then once I started doing that, you might see some more international flavors in those stores. And so, when I was in my 20s, I'll go to the DVD stores. I get some foreign flicks, some flicks from Thailand, some flicks from China, Israel, from all over. I watch some movies from all over the place, occasionally. Depends on what they had in stock at like Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. And it has some, but it wouldn't have a lot. But now in the age of the internet, in the age of the streams, bro, the streams, in the age of the streams of the internet, you can stream things from all over the globe, bro, from everywhere. You're streaming from all over. We're talking TV, movies, sports, flicks, and news. And what I want to talk about this week is that, while I do stream shows and movies from overseas quite a bit, in the last probably 2 years, I've started to watch news from overseas, bro. Generally up to this time period, all the news I've been consuming is basically just American and maybe some British stuff as well. But that's it. That's it, bro. American and a little bit of British maybe. And that was all, bro. It's all I'd look at. But one day, a couple years ago, maybe it was a couple years, a year, I remember when it was. I saw some lady on YouTube delivering news from overseas. Come to find out, this lady's from India. She's from India. I watched one video, one news show, then I watched it again, and I watched it again, and I watched it again and again, and I just kept watching them. So I just kept watching this news from India. And the lady that did the news, she just had a communication style that really resonated with me. The way she explained and told the news is just very captivating. And so I just kept watching her. Now, obviously, because it's from India, it does have an India slant. So it's interesting as an American that grew up in the Midwest of the United States of America, in the greatest state in this land, Michigan, that I'm watching India news. And also, just to let you know, I don't have any India ancestry. I'm not from there. Obviously, if you're from here and your heritage is from over there, that would make sense. But I'm not. That's not my heritage. That's not my culture. I don't have family over there. None of that. I'm just a Midwesterner that just started watching it, liked it, and kept watching it. Now I'm watching like 2 media entities that do India news from over there. It's absolute weirdness. It's absolute craziness. Who would have thought that the captain, Jay Cortez, Midwesterner, Michigander, would be watching news from India? It just blows my mind. I was thinking about it like last week or the week before, like, how did I arrive here? How did this even happen? Now, just to let you know, I don't just watch just the Indian news. I do watch American news, of course, as well. I watch Bloomberg like every morning, which blends the financial news with also, political news and all that as well, and regular news. But I've added the India news to my news streams. And I find it very interesting that's even happening. And I gave it a lot of thought, and I'm like, I don't even know how I arrived here or how that's even happened. But to let you guys know, it's interesting to get a perspective on American news from outside of America. Now, when you watch American companies broadcasting news, you get the perspective of people that are in America and in the culture. So the perspective is a certain way. Now, when you get someone from outside the culture, outside the land, the perspective is different. So I do appreciate that. I'm getting an India perspective that's not the same as what it is in the United States. And to be honest with you, it is a little bit different. Not in a negative way, but it's just different. So I think what I'm going to do is add a few more streams from around the globe of news that are outside of America and just get a fuller picture of the news. There's this German news organization that does it in English. I think I'm going to start watching next. So get a little bit of European, a little bit of India, a little bit of America, blend it all together. And I feel you're just getting a better picture of what's going on in the globe. But it's just crazy that a dude from the United States of America, in the Midwest of all places, is watching news from India on a regular basis. It's very crazy. It's very weird. It's cool. But I'll be honest, man. Like, India seems like such an interesting place. And one additional thing too, I do a lot of meditation. I do yoga regularly. And yoga and meditation does kind of come from over there. So I kind of feel connected in a weird, strange way. But I just want to talk about it in the podcast because, like, I find it very interesting. And one additional thing too, with streaming and Roku's and Fire Sticks and, you know, all this streaming media that's at our fingertips, there's so much of media available outside the borders of whatever country you're in. Not just the United States, but you may be in another country and you can access media from all over. We're talking movies, sports, news, flicks. I did a podcast a couple weeks ago about the movie Loop, which is basically a sci-fi time traveler out of Brazil. Yeah, it was magnificent. There's just so much cool, interesting media across the globe. It's like, why limit yourself to just the country you're in? Now, of course, keep watching the stuff from your home country, wherever your home country may be. Of course, you do that. You can't just stop watching your home country media. But, you know, add some variety, man. I feel on the quest to expand our minds. Because that's what this podcast is about. It's about expanding minds. On the quest to expand minds, to get as many viewpoints as we can, that's going to help us expand our minds, expand our perception, expand our optic, so we can get a fuller picture of what's going on planet Earth, right? I'm all about leveling up, learning, improving, getting a clearer picture of what's happening in the macro and the micro on planet Earth. And I feel if we just look at different media from across the globe, all different lands, this will expand our optic, expand our life. It'll make us better global citizens. I feel that's true. So if you're with me, watch the news from your home country, of course. Do that. I'm not saying don't. Support your homeland. You got to do that, of course. But also, take a peek. Take a peek of some news outside of your land. Maybe you're overseas. Maybe you're not from America. Watch some of our news. It's interesting. If you're from here, America, where I'm at, watch some news from overseas. Doesn't have to be Indian news, but watch news from wherever. Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia, wherever, bro. Just expand your palate, expand your mind, expand your optic, expand your sphere, expand your awareness. Yeah, I think it's a cool thing to do. This is how we're going to level up. This is how we're going to improve. This is how we're going to expand. This is how we're going to gain abundance. This is how we're going to gain knowledge. I feel it's the path there, bro. I feel it's the path there. I feel we're going to get there. Get as many viewpoints as possible. Yeah, I think that is the game. That is the path. That's the way, bro. Are you with me? Maybe you're like, bro, I'm from the United States. I'm not watching no news outside of my land. Screw that. I'm America all day. And that's fine, bro. Dude, you don't have to. But I'm just saying, man, maybe, just maybe, see from a different viewpoint. And maybe that'll somehow level you up and expand your mind. It's just a theory. I could be totally wrong, bro. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm just the guy that podcast. What do I know? But anyways, I just want to talk about it because I thought it was interesting. And I've not really told nobody. I've not told my family. I've not told my friends. I've not told colleagues. I've told nobody. Nobody but you podcast people know this. You hear the first on this podcast. I've not told no human beings. You are the first to hear this. So I think this week I might tell some people I talk to, say, hey, what do you think? You know, I watch news from India like every day. It's so weird. But anyways, thanks for listening. I appreciate God's gratitude. And until next time, we'll see you. Where you start is not as important as where you finish. Zig Ziglar. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.